They're not wrong, but because you lack something don't mean you're gonna act on it.
Right.
You know, but that's just to look at. That ain't for you to get all hooked up and start breaking the law. Anyway, so they take your money, and then they take your functional money. Then when I come back not long ago, I said we're going to have to raise about another $100,000 right away because we need $100,000 to arrange everything and to start the struggle. Because when I go back to California, I'm thinking right now, hook up CD, DVDs and all that, and I think I might go on down to this, I went there and pass out some DVDs. What the heck? I'll go to certain places and get some things. And that's at the end of this month, right?
Yep, do Labor Day.
Labor Day.
So it's 4 days.
Good.
This is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah. But I think everybody's coming in on Friday, I guess, maybe Thursday.
Right, it would be in Chicago, the same spot. Yeah, I've been thinking about going down and just making some DVDs. I may make a special one for there and then mix a couple more. Because they need this message. I'll call them, maybe make a reservation at a Motel 8 down on the corner.
Right.
Yeah. What the heck? I haven't been to no this in a long time. And just, are you gonna be busy that weekend?
No. Not that I know of. I was wondering. I was waiting for class to see how you were gonna do it, and if you.
I think we won't take no food. We just then if you feel like if you could rent a car, we'll just run up and have a good time. I'll start. We'll make a specific DVD. Have the brother hook it up. We'll make 2 specific DVDs. Fundraising DVDs, introduction DVDs, and this is tentative. I've been thinking about it. We go up over to Chicago. Anyway, yeah, then we go over to Chicago and I thought I had a pen right here. No, I got a pen somewhere, I know. Anyway, that's all right. I remember. But anyway, that's what I was thinking. We could make some DVDs. You gonna make any shirts or anything for it? Not really, okay. But we could have a good time. We can hang out. And maybe somebody give us a little thing where we can go in. Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's with the registration. Have they started the registration? I'll look.
No, I was going just to.
Right, yeah, I kind of, I couldn't get him a 500, 550. I couldn't do it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't even think about that. I don't.
I couldn't do it.
I never It's been a long time, and I stopped taking books.
Right.
Remember how I did the books? One table, I got $150 table.
Right.
One book this way, one table that way.
Right.
You remember my,
Yeah.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoot, I had 5 tables. Yes, indeed. And we did pretty good. Okay. So anyway, I'll move toward a kind of a close. But the idea, speak a word directed toward the right. It'll purify your behavior, clean up your behavior. Okay. It's not that we feel sorry for our people, but they're missing out on life. If they tried to institute a little bit of Quran in their life, they could do a little good. In the meantime, they have a boss man. And like I told the Negro yesterday, I said, and don't you forget, I said, you see about Salman Rushdie. I said, shoot, that was 1990.
Right.
I said, with them trying to kill him, I said, they. I said, boss man might have told homeboy, you can bring 5 relatives over from Pakistan, and we'll hustle up a mistrial for you or something. You get caught. And I told the Negroes over and over again, they don't believe boss man will do it to them. After they have no more use, what more use can they do? You think boss man gonna have, if they 60 years old, you think they're gonna have a 30-year pension for the niggas? That's 30 years to pay them money for they have no more use. You know, boss man can't use them anymore. Salman Rushdie, they are a fool if they think that somebody just happened to read about it and basically run over that.
Right.
Boss man,
Right.
they was tired of him 25 years ago. He's no more use. And they won't look at nothing to see. Is that normal? If you tell on everybody and put them in jail, right after a while, they're going to tell you, well, that's the last favor we can do is we try the best we can. But boss man is me, like Reagan said to Marcos, my hands is tied, Mr. President. But Marcos was begging, help me, Mr. President. My hands is tied. And they'll believe everybody, they starting to believe it now, though, because see, this didn't happen to a whole lot of people. See, they do the same thing to everybody they tell. If you think they're going to hold you on their payroll for, you might live to be 100 years old.
Right.
They ain't got all that kind of money. They go over that stuff, they say, well, what's his name? How's he going on? He said, well, he's useless now, everybody knows it. Useless? Well, how are we going to wrap up that uselessness? Let him get arrested on a dope charge or something, go in jail and somebody kill him in jail, or overnight stay or whatever. Right? It's like, ain't nobody from Iran and Fatwa will run up there to hit that man. on the list too. It's just like watching them old movies, you know, like, we're gonna rob the bank and take all the money. And we're gonna, me and you and one more, we're gonna take all the money from them. And then what do you think each one of them is thinking about? Y'all three. Right?
Right.
That's what they do. That's why Negroes used to never get busted a lot of bank robberies. They didn't tell on each other much. They tell on each other now. But white boys, as soon as they get arrested, they start singing like a canary. But anyway, let me move toward a close. No, we're doing this is a historical job we're doing here. Because there's nobody in our history that fulfilled the obligations that we're filling. Wasn't in Booker T. Washington time, wasn't in Frederick Douglass time. They was doing their job. You know what I mean? But all of Frederick Douglass and them, their job was to get a park. Okay, y'all have the white man win, and then he'll give you a free ride after they didn't do it. And so, whether we went to World War I, they were still hanging us in one place is not too far from you called Mooresville. I don't know if you.
Of course.
Man, I used to run down 260. I run out of the Isna, and I turn left. As soon as you get right down there, Mooresville, I haven't seen that sign. I said, oh yeah, that's what they, anyway. And the next day I come out, because I would run when I was at Isna. Shoot. I turned this way, and I saw the white boys coming. The white boys turned around, I just ran back across the other side of the street. They just threw a can, you know, and stuff like that. But Indiana is dangerous. In those days, Negro, boy, it was dangerous. And the ugliest white folks in the United States live in Indiana. I don't know whether you paid attention to that. The ugliest, not Mississippi. They might be mangy looking. But the ugliest white folks in the United States, and I take a survey. I said, boy, the Indiana white folks, ugly, boy, they just need help. Not the Negroes, but the white folks in Indiana, my God, they're scared to death. You know, I'd hate to wake up and see one of them without wiping the stuff out. Anyway, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna go down the list and call it a night. It may be you have to deal with your wives and your family. That's what the Quran says. So what? Other people, I couldn't do it. That's too bad. You couldn't do it. I can. That's why you're not doing this. This is not arrogance. It's just saying that, and it's not callousness. It's like you raised, when you realize you was raised for a certain mission, you said, well, if I don't live it, then I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? If you've been trained for a certain thing, and then you say, well, maybe I need a little rest, and I think hey, you know what it is? I ain't taking no chances. And it's rolling. Everything we tell boss man to come out on it. Boy, boss man, it's looking bad for you. And then it's looking bad for him. Talking about predictions and forecasts and signs and expectations. We expect, you know, certain things to happen. And then they kick in. So why wouldn't we know what we're doing? I have an idea. to Starbucks when I was on my 75th birthday. Guy called me on the phone, and we're in Starbucks, and my kids was listening and everything, and I'm talking about, who is this? Don't you remember we was at the train station together when we went to Germany in '71? Last time I saw you was at the train station in Hamburg, Germany. I said, yeah, Hamburg, Germany in 1971. Yeah, we went down and stayed with your parents. They was in the Army and one was in the Air Force in Germany. Well, and he was telling me, yeah, we used to call you so-and-so. I knew he was lying because the passport I was using, it didn't have that. It had Roy, not Leroy. Leroy was the name, but you know when you play ball and all that, you don't want to sound like Leroy, so you call it Roy. Cat Rings, that's what he used to call it. You know, the cat, he can move. Anyway, so I knew he was lying. I knew he was the police all the time from them days. But to call me, and that's 50, how many years?
50 years.
50 years. And where did he get my number? And how do you know who's who? I wasn't. It's ridiculous. But I just say, hey, yeah, da, 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 da. He sounded like a wino. You know, people work for government and then the government rescue them from being a wino or a dope fiend and they go back to doing what they was originally scheduled for. Anyway, expectations. But I was talking about Starbucks. Salman Rushdie, I talked about that. Stealth resistance. I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. See, I don't know if you remember, we had all that thing from Louis B. What is it called?
Oh,
Certain type of resistance.
leaderless.
Leaderless resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like that concept, but we call it clandestine, resistance. So when you do it and you tell everybody about it, it's already done. It's like psychological guerrilla warfare. We've already done that. Now get ready for psycho-spiritual warfare. Well, what type of spiritual warfare? Just stick around and you'll find out. But if you can think of psycho, mind, spiritual warfare, we don't have nothing to fight you with, no big bombs and nothing. So we're gonna whoop you with when we didn't have I don't know how many fights with you when we was running around half paranoid and half crazy. You was winning round after round. Soon as we started using our stuff years ago, 40, 50 something, we started winning. Soon as we started using our stuff. So all we needed to do was have the courage and the confidence to use what we got, what Allah give you. Tolerance, longevity, a long period of time, stickability. The dumb stuff they did to us some years ago, they thought we'd last another month or two. It would run us crazy. Now they run crazy. The Negro is sitting there, crazy. I said, no, brother, Roy got the wrong man. Okay. This is not breaking point, but tipping point. It gets to a point to where things is gonna fall over. like I said, we used to cut down the big trees. It's like opening a book. When you open a book, when you hear that back crack, now it's a used book. I mean, you can put it back in the shelf, the other people gonna buy it, don't know, because it's brand new, it's just cracked. But the bookseller know, once that spine is cracked down, when you cut them trees down, you cut an undercut on it, and then cut in the back, and start pow, pow, with that sledgehammer, and that big old vice thing. Pretty soon you hit that thing, because every time you hit it, the leaves way up at the top and shake a little. But pretty soon that boy start tilting a little, and when it go crack, so you can turn around and go about your business, because that boy is gone. That's the way America is. The spine of America is cracked. It don't make you don't have to do nothing. Okay, now they're looking at us like, what are you gonna do? Not a damn thing. I don't need to do nothing. You're finished. Leave you alone, like we tell people, like talking in China. Leave boss man alone. He's already fallen. You can get in the way and slow down his fall, like you fall on top of you, pad his fall. Leave him alone. Like now, China ought to pull back and use the colored profile on it. Just say, make fun of it. They're not used to that. Clown boss man. So we tried to get along with boss man, but I tell you, he won't let us. Deng Xiaoping tried to be a good Chinese laundryman, and he just mad. Now he's jealous. Tell the whole world what it is. Said, now, what did we do? Now he's jealous. Don't say, will you do this one more time, and I'm gonna. That's what they said, right? Now they just sent them other dumb congressmen over there, right?
Right. And they keep, you know, just like we talk about America, in their media, they're bringing up as if, you know, they're talking about America too and all its ills, you know, as if they're trying to prove a point, as opposed to, or intellectualize it, as opposed to, like you're saying,
clown boss